Hello friends, welcome to Electronic Circuit Hub. So today we are going to understand about the AND gate implementation by using diode. Okay. So we have already understood about the logic gate implementation by using transistor. So in this series we are going to understand about the logic gate implementation by using diode. Okay. So let us first understand the truth table of this AND gate. So in the AND gate, if you have two inputs V2 and V3, you can see V2 is here and V3 is here, and let us say you have output, and this is the logical AND of V2 dot V3, right? So if both inputs are low, AND gate output is low. If both inputs are high, AND gate output is high. If either of one input is low, the output is low. Hope you understand this truth table. So this is V2. Let us understand the circuit now. This is V2, which is this here. You can see this is V2, right? This is V2 and this is V3. You can see here this is V3, which is ground, and this is 5 volt for which is connected to here at R1, right? This V2 and V3 at the moment I have kept open. Okay, now you can see this is 5 volt here, V plus. This is connected to this node by using some label. So this is label net, and this is connected to the R1, that the value of R1 is 1k. Then we have two diode D1 and D2. At the moment I have selected the diode which is Schottky diode, that is BAT 54. So both diodes are identical and same, I assume. And from here, the junction of both diode and one resistor, you have output which is equal to the logical AND of V2 and V3. Okay, and you have two inputs here. Okay, you have two inputs which will be connected to the V2 and V3. Now I will run the simulation. I will run the transient analysis simulation, and I will show you the implementation of AND gate by using diode, right? I will show you if this truth table is correct or not. If you use diode to implement AND gate, let us verify this truth table. Okay, so to simulate this circuit, you have to go simulate and then run button, and you have to select some stop time. Let us consider the stop time is 100 millisecond, right? So now you have transient command. As you can see here, let us do one thing. You have to go at window, child window vertically. Now you can see two window in vertically, and you can see both. Okay, both circuit window and the waveform window, right? So let me divide this window into three parts, two for input. So at plot pane, there is three plot pane, two for inputs and one for output. Let us say in the first case, if your V2 and V3 is both are 0. So for this case, you have to select your V2. This is V2 and V2. Both input you can short here, and you can connect to the ground. Now let us say what is the output if your V2 and V3 are 0 or it is connected to the ground. In the digital electronics, if you say 0, that is means the logic level of 0 is about to a ground level, and if you say high, the logic level of output is at VCC. Now in this case, I am executing my first test cases, that is V2 and V3 is 0, right? So in this case, let us assume this is V2 and this is V3. So both inputs are shorted together and that is connected to the ground. So let us say see the output. Let me show you the V2 here. Okay, don't know, nothing is coming. Let me show you the output here. Okay, just run the simulation and let me show you the output. So you can see here I cannot see any cursor. Okay, since it is connected to the ground, so no current is flowing. Okay, that's is fine. If your both input is, if your both input is low, that means 0 0, your output is 265.721 milliwatt. Okay, so your output is 265 milliwatt, which will consider as a logic low. So if your both input is 0 0, your output is 0, right? And how, why this value is coming? This is because of the voltage drop across this Schottky diode. So if you place cursor here, let me show you one thing. You place cursor here and here, you can see the same voltage which is appearing at output. That means your both diode have some forward voltage drop, that is VF. That is why it is coming to 65 millivolt. Okay, now let us consider the second case. To consider the second case, just delete this, right? So in the second case, your truth table says your V3 is 1, your V2 is 0, and your V3 is 1 volt. So you can consider your one input to the 5 volt and other input to the 0 volt, and let us run the simulation now, right? So here there is nothing to show. Here you can see you will have 5 volt and your output is here 0 volt. That means if your one input is high, that means your input 1 is high and your input 2 is 0, your input 2 is 0, your output is 0. Let us consider the third case. If your other input is high, then what will happen? Let us consider your, this time your input 1 is 0, right? Your input 1 is 0 and your input 2 is high. So you have to connect it likewise and run the simulation. So for this case, you can see your input 1 is 0, right? Your input 2 is high, right? So let me show you, this is here, right? So in this case, if your input 1 is 0 and your input 2 is high, the output is 0, that is 288 millivolt. You can see here, this is 288 millivolt, and this you can see this is 5 volt. Okay, let us consider the third case where your both inputs are high. Okay, let us consider the third case when your both inputs are high. So just short these both inputs together and connect it with the VCC. Okay, now run the simulation. So let me say your input 1 is, what is your input? 5 volt. Your input 2 is 5 volt, right? Your input 2 is 5 volt and your output is here 5 volt, right? So you can see for the fourth case, your both inputs are connected to the 5 volt. In for that, your output is logical high. That means your output is 5 volt. You can see your both input are high, your output is high. If I say the high, that means the V out is 5 volt. Okay, so you have understood all four scenario. That means if your input 1 is 0, input 2 is 0, that means if both input are tied together and connected to the ground, the output is 0. The second case is if your input 1 is 0, that means input 1 is tied with ground and input 2 is high, that means it is tied to the VCC, 5 volt, your output was 0. The third case is your other input is high, that means your input 2 is high, 5 volt, and your input 1 is 0 volt. For that case, your output is also low. And for the fourth case, if your both input are tied together and connected with the VCC of 5 volt, your output is 5 volt or high. So hope you understand the AND gate implementation by using diode. If you have any question, feel free to ask me in comment section. Thanks for watching this video.